Receiving a cancer diagnosis can often feel like the ground has been completely pulled from you. So, one moment you're going about your life and the next everything changes. And whilst the diagnosis, when you get the initial diagnosis, can feel that the whole world is out of control and you're spinning out of control, there are steps and there are things that you can do to kind of regain that sense of empowerment and stability. So the first thing I would often always say is, give yourself time to process. So just pause, take a breath, and there's no need to rush any immediate medical decisions unless it's a real urgent medical emergency. You do have time to pause, breathe, and gather that information. So I would just say, breathe. There is a statistic that in those initial discussions with doctors that, you only retain about 8 to 10% of the information. And so giving yourself that time to really understand what is going on will help you make those decisions and feel more in control rather than rushing and potentially later on down the line thinking, I wasn't in the right mind to make those decisions. So give yourself time. The second thing I would say in that initial diagnosis is really get the facts. And again, this will come once you've kind of had pause and time to reflect, but really gather all the evidence, gather all those questions and information to support any treatment decisions that you make. Write them all down and really take time to understand and get that clear explanation from your doctor as well. It can often, as you say, feel really overwhelming, especially with medical jargon. They're throwing new words at you left, right, and centre. And it's like, oh, I don't know whether I can ask or, I don't really understand that, but I can feel a bit uncomfortable. But just get them to explain it in a way that you can understand it so that you can be confident around what is your diagnosis and what can be your next steps as well. So another thing that you can do here is often you can ask to record the session or bring somebody with you to make notes as well. But again, so I just say pause, take a breath, get all your questions in order and gather all the information that you want before you move on to that next step of the journey.